Let me just put this out there. Racing games and their appeal died for me when the genre itself died, and refrained from bringing any new experience to the table.
Apart from Crash Team Racing.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Crash
Crash
Team
Team
Racing.
Racing.
Oh, totally. What now?
Good days. The last time it was appealing was when video games were still in their mainstream infancy. Like you know, PS1 games, Driver, Roll Cage, Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
And also any Need for Speed title from way back, but Need for Speed Underground 2 was the pinnacle of racing perfection! No game could top the incredible, inexplicable feeling when Riders on the Storm plays and that familiar menu rolls in.
Riders on the Storm.
Nostalgia on high, I see. But the genre has failed to grind to a halt, and with absolutely no pun intended, the wheels are still spinning in the genre. As Need for Speed Heat was the most recent installation, I honestly thought this franchise was done for years back already. Far be it for me to tell them they need to give it up already. However, goddamn, she gave him a fright. However, the excruciatingly long and dragged out series of films, which clearly don't know how to use the lovely feature in their car called the brake. These films, known as Fast and Furious, which I also thought would die with the Tokyo Drift movie, I found it was a last-ditch effort to squeeze what they could at the little franchise before it took off into the sunset. But it persevered, left their fledgling movie's main plot of illegal street racing in the dust, which was literally the premise for the films. Street racing, cars customized to hell and back. It's literally what cars would look like if they were anime characters. And the franchise gradually dipped its beak in the action film genre, and eventually would be a full-on action genre while adding cars whenever they can, just to remind you that hey, this is still a car movie, just so there's no detachment from the film's humble origins. Even after Paul Walker's tragic passing, they couldn't let the franchise go. Honestly, the man is resting. Let the films end with his legacy. There's more money to be made after all. Making a spin-off film of two forgettable characters that were shoved into the franchise last minute. And now they're planning more films. Oh god, no. But now... guys, sigh with me for dramatic effect. Sigh. Just to make sure they keep their gears greased and the franchise doesn't run dry whilst they plan their next mundane film, they thought it's a good idea to break into the video game market. Smart move, right? Look here. Looks relatively not shit, right? I bring you the bastard child of Need for Speed Carbon and Fast and Furious with very good PS2 graphics.
Hustle never stops, I got no brakes.
Fast and Furious Crossroads.
We want justice.
When in doubt,
I've seen what you do. That's why I'm kind of terrified.
or take this to the next level.
Low poly graphics on the characters, in contrast with the graphics of the cars and environment, is just... let's find a poignant word. Cock! They're investing a lot into this game. How do I know this? Well, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, and Vin Diesel are voicing their characters, and hiring full-on celebrities like them does not come cheap. Besides, they are voice actors that can mimic their voices, actually be good at it, and wouldn't charge the developers millions for their voice and likeness. They'll come up with some sort of story like, we feel a strong attachment to the franchise and the people within, so if we were gonna make a video game, we're gonna be ourselves in there to be true to the source material, etc, point counts and celery. Limited to no face movement, exactly like Vin Diesel's acting. Game, honestly at first glance, looks mediocre as sin. The trailer tries its best to convey
Action, explosion, colors, etc.
The announcement even has the crowd like, yeah? Nobody wanted this. Trying to appeal to the crowd by stating that you're gamers. Psh.
We have been gamers forever.
Our people.
Spend all night playing like Tekken fighter game. Video games, pretty cool.
Playing Need for Speed and Tekken is not a gamer make, Mr. Angel.
I died a little watching this. I lost brain cells.
I bought a pinata.
Right. Now obviously the gaming industry is almost on par with the film industry now. and it's just growing at this point. The actors in this franchise must have realized the impending death of their endless loop of action and car chases that leaves the idea of them still being alive miraculous.
Apart from Han.
Oh, no, he's back.
Oh no, man. Is nobody just dead in films anymore?
Any hoodle-hoo, this game stands as a monolith to all who can't live with the idea of their stardom not being relevant as the years roll on. So they immortalize themselves in the video game world for all Kyles to play while sipping Monster Energy drink or cheaper knockoffs whilst they live out their virtual dreams of starring in a franchise that needs a swift death. Albeit a game that might immortalize them in all the wrong ways and might serve as a precursor for future memes.
Amazing.
Who knows? Go home, relax, recline on your mountain of cash from your tedious films, and forget about the notion of trying to rake in more cash from a newer entity known as gaming. They had a good thing going, perhaps only in the first 3. But still, they will live on as a fond memory and great films. To quote a wise machine,
but a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts.
Honestly, the game looks generic as hell, nothing new, car chases, dramatic scene changes, explosions, guns, and just bland characters. GTA has all of the above, but with awesome characters. Let Rockstar continue with the games that we need like this, and just let this die, let this go away. The gaming industry is popping out games by the hundreds in like no time lately. We have seen countless games with the same copy and paste shite that this game is going to seemingly offer. They can plaster it with catchy headlines like movies and games do to coerce your unsuspecting subconscious. Things like, with new something, never been seen stuff, dynamic thingamajigs, featuring has-beens, and includes a catchy song with a rapper blaring in your ears to convey dramatic scenes and action and shit.
I rather enjoy rap.
The song isn't bad, it's how they're using it to lure you in.
Well, it works. Shoot him.
In summation, when something has run its course, let it die. Give it some final piece of dignity. The film dragged on for far too long, clearly because they left behind the actual premise of the film's illegal street racing. Nope! They got their well-oiled machine ready to shit on Mr. Walker's cinema send-off by more sequels. Oh, and bringing people back to life.
I'm okay with this, as Han was awesome and to me was the star of Tokyo Drift.
And dipping their filthy rich big toe in the pond of video gaming, and they have no damn business there. If I could leave you with 3 words that the monotonous Fast and Furious franchise should heed. Let it
Die.